Well, I decided to make a kind of confession, my confession of my feelings, and I wanted to I wanted you to know my past so you can understand me more. I am God and I'm Jesus Christ, but I expect that you won't believe me. I'm recording these messages for the future and also to inform you. You don't have to believe it. The important thing is that you are informed. That is important. So, first of all, I will tell you how those two channels were created and why they were created. And then I will tell you something about me and something about my past, because on these channels are videos in which I'm talking certain things and stuff, but in fact you don't know anything about me. So I want to introduce myself to you. And once again, I don't expect you to believe me that I'm God or Jesus Christ. If I would be you, I wouldn't believe it too. Really. I would be confused, a lot confused. You know? So I understand that. You don't have to believe me. This is not what's going on here. I'm not here to convince you about that I'm God. I'm just telling the truth. And that truth is that I am God. And that I am Jesus Christ. And of course I know that in the Bible is written that there will be a lot of false prophets. A lot of people who will claim that they are Jesus Christ. And they will be followed by many and that they will deceive many. But my case is a lot more different. I don't see any crowd around me. I am not here to uncover my true identity and proclaim publicly that I am God and Jesus Christ. And do you know why? Because I am waiting for my day. This day will come soon, very soon. And I will come on the world scene. But until this day, I really want to be and act as an ordinary human being. That is why I am so far from Jesus Christ, you know, because I speak like ordinary human being, I act like ordinary human being. There's nothing special about me, really. So it's kind of ridiculous and sad when people say that I am not God and stuff like that. They can never be sure if there is some God on this planet, and if there is one of those false prophets, the right one, that it's not God. They don't know that. So they should not claim that I'm not God because they don't know that, if I really am or not. Also, they often say that why would God have accent? Well, if you would watch all those videos on the LieKillers and Christian Authority, you would know that I lived many lives in human bodies, and this is my last life in a human body, and that I am limiting, and I was limiting my abilities so I could experience the life as a real human being, so I can understand my creation, you, my children, how it feels like to be a human. Of course, I knew before how it will feel, but I I had to experience it, because to experience something is something different than just know something. So that's why. And part of it is that my abilities are limited. In fact, I have no power now. Like, if you think that I can light up candle or levitate some spoon, I cannot do this, you know. I'm unable. I have really no power now. Like, absolutely no power. I'm like literally powerless. And also I have to learn language, you know. It's not that because I'm God that I have to talk like Jesus Christ and stuff like that. You know, I will talk like Jesus Christ when I will come on the world scene. But until then, I will not talk like Jesus Christ. I will talk like this. I'm totally honest with you. This is 100% truth. So I have to learn language. So because I was born in 1981 in the Czech Republic, and I'm still living in the Czech Republic in April 2014, that means that my native language is not English. So I had to learn English. That means that I make mistakes in my English because I'm from Czech Republic. It's my native language. I was born here. I lived here all my life. So for Americans, imagine if you would have to record messages for videos in Spanish or in French and make absolutely no mistake. So, in short, I've lived many lives, all those millenniums, in many bodies and many lives. I died and was born many times, and this is my last life as an ordinary human being. And before I will come on the world scene, I want to keep it like that. I don't want to be public and stuff like that. So if you think that I'm one of those predicted false prophets from the Bible who will claim that I'm Jesus and that I will deceive many, tell me who I have deceived. You know, there are just a few people on those channels, on those two channels, LieKillers and Christian Authority, who seem that they partially believe me. But I know that they don't believe me 100% because it's impossible, you know. The information which are brought by this channel, most of them, like all of them, are from me. And they must cause in your mind a lot of confusion. But do you know why this confusion is created in your mind? Because all your life you was fed with lies. You was fed with disinformation. And you believe too many lies. And if I come here and I'm telling the truth, you don't recognize the truth because you were fed with lies all your life. So how could you ever recognize the truth? How could you ever recognize the real Jesus Christ? So that is why I don't expect you at all that you will believe me. Once again, I'm here to inform you and that I am recording these messages for the future. So how these channels were made? These channels were made because I wanted to communicate with my children and inform them without any expectation that they will believe me. So I wanted to choose some way how I could communicate with them, and these YouTube channels seemed to me as the best way. First of all, there was LieKillers YouTube channel. Later there was added the Christian Authority channel. For making of these videos and a lot of other things, for making these videos and spreading my gospel, I've chosen a group of young people from Vatican City who are studying in the Czech Republic, in the same country where I'm in right now. And you know, it would be very hard to convince someone that I'm God, but I knew that they will somehow believe me if I will tell them certain information which no one can ever know. So when I did that, they started to believe me. I started to communicate with them via emails and later with phone and later via phone, but we mostly communicate via emails. I record these messages, I send these messages via email, and then they are added to their videos. But before those videos are published, they share it with me via the internet cloud, and I download the video and I check out the video, I confirm that video. If there's something wrong, I will tell them to fix it. So in fact, videos on these two channels, all of them are confirmed by me, and all those information, most of them, more than 99%, are coming from me. And the rest info, which is done by this group of people from Vatican City, they are confirmed by me. So in fact, on this channel there is 100% truth. These channels are like owned and founded by me, but this group of people are making those videos as I desire and as I order them to do them and as I order them to make them. So this is how it's done. Maybe they are the only people in the world who believe that I'm God. I don't know, because my power is limited and my knowledge too. Now something about me. So like I said, I was born in 1981, and because I don't want to be like public before my time will come, I won't tell you my name, but I can tell you my initials. My initials are SAC. I was born in Czech Republic. I live here all my life. Most of my life, I didn't know that I am God and that I'm Jesus Christ. I had no idea. I thought that one day I will die. I was like planning my life just like you and all other people. I just thought that I will grow old and that I will die. I had no idea that I'm God. Now you maybe wonder and want to know how I found out that I'm God. Well, it's really very hard to explain that. It was like a inner voice talk with me. There was a one day and I was totally down, I was like hopeless. And since that day, there was some inner voice inside of my mind, and this voice was talking with me, started to talk with me, but it was talking like a very smart being, It was like I was just listening. This being was like talking, and I was just listening. Of course, this being was me, but since the beginning, but at the beginning, it was like I'm talking with someone, It was like I'm talking with myself. But this being knew so much information that I could never know this, never ever. And this being, which was in fact me, was like leading me through many months to understand that I'm God. I first couldn't believe it. It was like too unbelievable. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, it's impossible, But this voice in my mind was like telling me every day, all hours, more and more and more information which I could never ever know, and was trying to make me understand that I am really God. And then I like understood that I'm literally talking with myself, and based on all the information which made absolute perfect sense, I understood that I'm God and I'm the one, that I am that Jesus Christ. Of course, there were events and things in my life which totally convinced me that I'm God. it's very hard to explain because it were not things which you expect that I started to do some miracles or something like that. It was like that. It were things, it were little things, you know. You must, maybe you've understood that the biggest things comes with small things. And these channels are a perfect example. These channels are in fact very small right now on April 2014, very small. And I can't understand why is there so much violence and evil in people. Of course we can say that is because of Illuminati, but because they are brainwashed with media and celebrities. But for example, Christoph Columbus wasn't listening on his journey to America, Lady Gaga, or Eminem, or 50 Cent, or Taylor Swift, or Katy Perry, or Britney Spears, or Christina Aguilera. He wasn't. He wasn't listening to these artists which brainwashed him, and then he was making violence in America, you know. The source of evil in people doesn't come from Satan. People have free will, always to decide between good and evil. And this evil is in them. It's inside of them. This evil is in them. You know, I'm claiming that I'm God and Jesus Christ in these videos because it's the truth. But I'm saying that I don't expect that they will believe me. But they they write so many evil and hateful comments that I've never seen so much hate in my entire life. Really. This is unbelievable how there is so much of evil in people. They write comments like, go kill yourself, and many strong and bad words to me, humiliating and stuff like that. You know, if you don't like these channels, if you don't believe that these channels are my two witnesses and that I am God and Jesus Christ, then just go away and never come back. Go to distract yourself with channels like Mark Dice or Alex Jones. Go to distract yourself with these people. But if you want to know the real truth, then come to me. But you don't have to believe that I'm God, but you should believe that what I'm saying is probably truth. And this is truth. But you should just know about it and think about it if it could be the truth. So if you don't like these channels, just go away. But it's unbelievable that these people who call themselves Christians come to this channel, they listen to me that I say that I'm God, and then they write the worst things you've never heard of to me, you know. Most of these messages which are posted under the videos on LieKillers and Christian Authority are filtered or deleted very soon, but some of them not. So you don't see them, but I have the possibility to read them because I have access to that channel. Because I have access to those channels, and it's really terrible. It's really terrible. It's so terrible that I stopped to read it, and I ignore that. But this is a perfect example how people who call themselves Christians or believers, how much evil is inside of them, and what they expect when I will come, that I will give them all they want. For this hate and evil. If they don't like something, they can just turn away and go away. But why so much hate? Why there is so much hate and evil inside of you people? What is wrong with you? I say that I'm God because I am. I say that I'm Jesus Christ because I am. And I'm not one of those who are prophesied in the Bible that I will deceive many, because I didn't deceive anyone, because no one can believe me for 100%. No one. Because the truth is so much confusing that it's impossible to handle and to believe it. But it doesn't mean that you will humiliate me and that you will write me the most evil things possible. So what is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you so-called Christians? What is wrong with you so-called believers? It's unbelievable how much evil is inside of you. And do you think that I will come and forgive you this evil? I don't forgive everything. I will forgive to a human being based on a lot of factors. You know, I will not forgive everyone. Forget about it. I'm not idiot. I am God. I am Jesus Christ. I am not idiot. If you think that you will like humiliate me and write me the most evil things, and then I will come and forgive you, then you can literally forget about it, because I won't. You should never do this. You shouldn't do that. Not to God yourself, not to your God and your Creator. I gave you life, yeah, I gave you everything you have. If this is what I get from you, then you will get from me something that you will not like at all. And there is no way back. So all haters and those who humiliate me, there is like no way back for them. They are predestined to go to hell, even if they would start to pray to me, because this is unforgivable to humiliate someone who is really God with so much of evil. So wake up people, because you think that these channels are here to deceive you, but look at those channels on YouTube. They are not here to deceive you. This channel is full of truth. Truth so raw that it's impossible to handle for many. So much strong the truth is. And this is the most perfect place in the world. And these two channels are the most perfect place in the world to see how people react to real truth in this world full of lies. So back to my history. Well, I live just an ordinary life. I live now in kind of poverty. I'm not some rich person, you know. I know that very soon I will own the whole world, but until then I will be just poor. And if I would like to convince you that I'm Jesus Christ and stuff like that, I would even just try, I would just try to talk like Jesus or something like that. But as you can see, I'm real. I'm totally real. I'm just talking naturally. I'm not like trying to speak like some God or Jesus or something like that and get some followers who will give me money and who will, you know, like be obsessed with me. As you can see, it's not like that. I have no crowd around me. I'm not even trying to say my name, because I want to stay in privacy until my day will come. And since the day will come, I will have different body, different voice, and I will talk and act differently than now as a human being. This is what you should understand. And my language, and English is not my native language. That's why I make mistakes. And that group of students with which I'm cooperating with, they their native language is Italian, so you cannot expect that their videos will be without mistakes. So back to my life, I'm real. I'm just telling what I feel to you. And I don't expect you to believe me, because who would ever expect that God or Jesus Christ would have YouTube? I really don't understand why people are so like full of prejudices that they think that God, Jesus Christ, the creator of everything, who created even all those modern technologies, that he will not use these technologies, that he will be like old school boy, who don't know how to make a phone call or how to work on PC or even have YouTube channels. You really think that Jesus Christ, God himself, even if he's limited because he wants to live as a human being until his day will come, you think that he wouldn't be able to do this? Do you really think so? Why do you think that I'm not making miracles or some public appearance? Because my day didn't come yet, you know? That's why. So it's kind of ridiculous that people think that Jesus or God is like anything but not able to have YouTube or Facebook, because I have even Facebook, I have their very ridiculous number of followers, but I'm not ashamed, because why should I be ashamed? of God, and this just shows how much people don't believe me or think they don't care about me, literally. If you want to know my Facebook, go to the Facebook of LieKillers and Christian Authority, and there are links to my official Facebook. To make it even harder for you to believe that I'm God and Jesus Christ, I will tell you, like, I played PlayStation since I was 15, PlayStation 1, I was obsessed with that. I loved to play video games a lot. I even had PlayStation 2, and I never had PlayStation 3 because I didn't have enough money for that. And I never had PlayStation 4. But I even smoked weed. I even smoked cigarettes. I even drank alcohol. But I never tried hard drugs, never, and I never will, because this is something that what I really don't want to try, never ever. You should understand that if I want to live my last life still as a human being until my day will come, that I'm not like acting as a saint, That's what you should understand. I'm acting like you, like one of you. Of course, I know that not every one of you smoke weed and stuff like that. But I hope that you feel me, I know that you feel what I'm talking about. Well, I started to listen to the music when I was a teenager. I started with electronic music, and then I changed my music genre and I started to listen to the hip-hop, mostly American hip-hop. Very rarely Czech, Slovakian, French hip-hop. Absolutely mostly American hip-hop. One of my most favorite hip-hop artists ever were Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls. I think that these were the only kings of hip hop ever, and that all all rappers who came after them were like, I don't know, they were not real. They were like fake, just fake. I think that Tupac and Biggie were the realest niggas in the game, the realest rappers in the game. Also, you should know that I've never been racist, never. Even though I'm living life of ordinary human being, I've never been racist, you know. We are all people. We are the same no matter what color we are or religion we believe in. Who cares? It's so ridiculous when I see, you know, how many people were killed because they don't tolerate their religions between each other. This is something terrible, really. I really cannot wait when I will make here peace. Because this world is full of evil and sick. And you cannot blame everything on Satan. This evil is coming straight from people. But fortunately there are a lot of people who are choosing the good instead of evil. Who are trying to be better people, who are trying to hate less and love more, because this world is full of evil and there's such a few love that there's almost no love in this world. There's the evil control this world, and this evil mostly comes from people. Of course they are brainwashed by the Illuminati and stuff like that, but it doesn't mean that they will choose evil instead of good. If they have a chance to decide. Regarding the video that promotes the Mark of God or the Seal of God, the official name for it is the Mark of God, but you can call it also the Seal of God. It is a video made for the future. It is like not that this video is like actual. It is like video that is supposed to prepare you for my Mark God. This video is not here to convince you now. Just prepare you that something like that will really become soon a reality. Because after, when I will come on the world scene, there will come time when I will want to divide the good people from bad people with this mark. So, you know, so people are like that those people in those videos are photoshopped, you know, that those marks are added on their foreheads with Photoshop and stuff like that. And that's the truth. It's advertisement for my mark. It's advertisement. So most of it is a fake, just like all advertisements. But as some advertisement for a car, there is a lot of things fake, but this advertisement is a commercial for a real car. And this is the same, this video. promoting the mark of God and the seal of God. This video is the same. Most of it is fake because there is no people in this world who have this mark yet. So you should understand that this video is, most of it is fake, but it's promoting something real, what will really happen soon, and those words in it are real too. I think that this world needs change, a huge change. This world is full of evil, and full of evil people who are harming my children, who pray to God, to me, and these people should be like divided from those good ones. I think that the real change of this world will not come when I will come on the world scene. The real change will happen when people will start to see things from a different point of view, based on what I will tell them when I will come very soon. I want to make this world a better place, and I know exactly how to reach this goal. So if you will listen to me when I will come, not now, when I will come, and I will have the body and voice, it's everything different than now, and real power, then we can make a huge difference and a huge change together. Love is more than money, and your priorities, like material things, are bad. You should like put your God as your #1 priority. You don't have to put me, but your God, because I am God in fact, as your #1 priority. Because what is more important in your life than your true creator and father and God? What material thing can ever compare with your true father and God? God bless you.